Japan has always been a country known for its practical and simple ideas. An example of this is that it was the first country to introduce the idea of capsule hotels to the world. As an alternative to expensive hotels in city centers, these capsule hotels, which are economical and efficient in terms of price and performance, became popular from day one. Although the individual, cheap, and no-service required capsules may seem a bit daunting to those with claustrophobia at first glance, it doesn't seem like a bad idea for sleeping, resting, and meeting your personal needs during a stay of less than 9 hours. This trend that started in Japan later began to be used in many countries around the world. Japan is a country with approximately 125 million inhabitants. Although it is small, it is known to be densely populated. However, Japan has an increasingly older population due to low birth rates. This indicates that interest in sexuality among young people is declining. Especially among young women aged 16 to 24, nearly half seem to not be very interested in having sexual intercourse. Among the losers of World War II, Japan is certainly the most prominent country. In 1945, the United States repeatedly launched firebombing attacks on their cities, causing the death of many people. However, the worst for Japan had not yet come. On August 6, 1945, the United States dropped the world's first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, killing 140,000 people in this attack. 3 days later, in the second attack on Nagasaki, another 70,000 people lost their lives. Japan surrendered after these attacks on August 15th, thus ending World War II. In Japan, people live longer than in any other country. More than 50,000 people in Japan are over 100 years old, and Japan is number one in the world in this regard. The population has been decreasing for the past 14 years due to declining births. Additionally, the number of pets in the country is greater than the number of children, and more diapers are sold for adults than for babies. Japan is situated on fault lines associated with 10% of the world's active volcanoes. As a result, the country experiences approximately 1,500 earthquakes per year. These earthquakes typically occur on the coasts or beneath the ocean, and can trigger large waves called tsunamis. The biggest difference Japan has from other countries is its acceptance of the reality of earthquakes and preparing accordingly. In the last 20 years, there have been at least 28 earthquakes with a magnitude of 6 or higher. However, most loss of life does not occur during the earthquakes but due to fires after earthquakes and large tsunamis. Every building in the country is constructed considering these risks, with sturdy foundations.